Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another video on Oracle Apex, and today we'll be discussing about NVL function and decode, how we can use them in Oracle Apex data filtration or data filtering, and we will discuss a certain challenge of searching. Let's say if you have multiple parameters and you want to keep them optional as well. So, this is how we will be able to use these function in our SQL where clause and to get the desired results. Okay. Here is just an example. So, if we have a list item and I need to give this option in my search. So, this is just a report on the back, and on the top there is a parameter of job, and here I have this list. So, in this list I have added this all and other data as well. So, based on this user can have selection in case of all, or it can be null as well. So, both options are there. I will show you how to get it done using Excel. Apex, not Excel, Apex. Okay, this is Apex, and if I see here, oh my God, nothing is happening. Why? See, now we have multiple parameters. So, maybe sometimes user even don't know what are the dates, range, or So, what to do now? I mean, if you can just select manager, yes, to select this null is for all, or I mean, at the moment I don't know this M table is having what kind of date range. Okay, now let's handle this this challenge. So, first we need an option that if I select null, or here it should be all, then it should give me all options, and then based on this date filter. So, let's say for example, if I will keep blank, what will happen? So, this is how we will manage now. And sorry, this is not from, this is to date. Okay, let me change this because I just copied and it is 2, right? Okay, let me show you the where clause. Here I have said job is equal to this job field, which is on the left, hire date between this and this. Okay, so since I don't know the hire date, so what I will do, let me do like this. Let's see. Still all will not be shown. I will show you in a while. Okay. So, with all still will not show, but with manager it is showing the data. So, let me see, it has the data of hire date of 1981, right, very old hiring, but it is there still in Oracle maybe, and president is also the same year, salesmen were hired. So, ideally it is, I will select 1st January 1981 to 31st December, right, but now let me put this condition as well. Okay, this is how we will be doing that. So, this is another now criteria with the date range. Okay. So, if I select this, see still data is not there because there is this range is invalid. So, I will select, why it is doing like this, I don't know, this theme having issue or what. So, I will say 19, even I can't enter. What is this? 1981 and till Jan. Okay, and then here it is okay, still date. See, now president it is showing, and let me go to sales, because I have refresh on this job. So, that is what I am selecting it again after changing the date. So, if you see here up to February, now I will put this from January to, let me see if it will, no, it is still the same. Maybe this theme having issue, I do not know, I did nothing. Up to 25th, let us say for example 25th February 1981. Okay. So, now I will just change here salesman. Okay. Otherwise, I can push one put one refresh button, up to you. I do not want to complicate things, but this is how you can have this date function and all this, right. And this is my salesman criteria. Now, I will add a criteria that I want to see all the employees. So, here there are different ways. One is, let us say for example, if you say job like percentage. So, it will show all jobs, right. Another way is if you say job is equal to job. So, again it will show all the records. Okay. Let me do with the NVL, because we have to check this field over here, is it null? So, if it is null, what to do, right. So, I will say NVL, right, and now by the way I am doing with the equal, right. There is slight difference where equal, and I will say job, right, and date is already there, right. So, now if I will see the data, this job is the same column with this one. See, this job is equal to this job, that means all 1 is equal to 1. So, it will be always true, right. Now, if I will do this all and see this date, I will put it now in the all up to December, all right. Manager is also there now, and all, see, with this in this range all implies this is the result, right. Now, if I want to put it over here all instead of blank or null. So, I will come to this select list and where is that, this one. See, here I have this SQL, and here you can put whatever you want, but I am just adding it over here all, and null return value also all. So, in case of null, it will return all, and same logic now I have to add here, because now it should return all, right. So, now it will not return, this will never be null now, because I replace null with all, right. So, now NVL will not work. Okay. So, now what I need? I need now decode function, that I need to check conditionally that if this field having all, then what to do, right. So, I will say now here decode. I am not going into details of the decode syntax and all that you can even search on the internet, but the objective is the use of these functions. Okay. Now, I am saying if decode is all, that means if this job field is equal to all, then what to do? Let us see. If I will put it like this, let me keep this date aside at the moment, right. Okay. Let us see what it will do now. Now, this is with equal, yeah, this you have to keep in mind. Nothing. See, now it became okay. If I will put manager, it is not giving us any data. Why? Because in this decode, I said only condition for all, right, What about if I have selected something? That means if I have other than all, then this should be applied, right. So, now as per this condition, if this is null which is replaced by all, that means equal to job. Job means like 1 is equal to 1, right. Job, this job, right, it should be this column or this field, yeah, it is be coming over here, and this will be the same field which is as a parameter we are passing over here, right. So, now let us see what it will do. Okay. All, right. This is how you can have null. Now, this is having equal comparison, right. So, now let me change this same a little bit. I will say, because maybe you do not know exact, because here we are using list, right. Sometimes you are typing, it is a blank field, then what you will do. So, this is I will say like, so job like, right. Now, we have to put the condition. I am saying this is equal to this, then you will not use this job, here you will say all. This is for all, like, right. Okay. And here I am saying this job, but I do not know, I will remove this. Okay, let me try with this. I will show you now. Then we will go to the next step. Okay. Right. So, now for all it is still all, right. Now, but the way is different. We are using now like, because we might need like, and still if we say clerk, so it is performing the same way we were doing before. But now, what we will do, we will replace this list maybe with the text item and we will type. But before doing that, let me change this condition, and here I will add percentage like this and this. So, that means in the middle we are taking that as a parameter, and on the left and right any character need to be considered. But since this LOV is from the data itself, so it will always be exact match. I am going to make it text field, right. And by the way, this refresh I am doing with this change, it is here dynamic action. So, which I just put it there, refresh, and it is the region, right. Okay. Now, let us try again. Now, what I did, I just made this instead of list. Now, here I know the clerk, right. Now, for example, I need all jobs having a word man in it, right. See, all jobs manager having man, it is on the first, then in the salesman it is on the last, it is showing, right. So, this is how you can, okay, let me put jar for example, okay. Now, let us enter like this, right, it is not doing it. For this, what you can do, you will come to this SQL, and let me put this down. Now, we need all should be upper. Even we will enter small characters, it will compare the upper capitals, all capitals. So, if I will put now Jersey, now it is showing, but although it is capital over here and we put this capital over here, so it is okay. This is how you can play with this decode and NVL and like as well, if you see this like as well. So, but like or equal with the use of decode or NVL, right. The preferred way would be that you should always use to check for null value is the best function is NVL, and if you want conditionally something to check, that is decode is good enough. I think it has multiple conditions like case. Let's say I will do this for all. Let me say like this is all it is showing, right? If it is all, right? So let me put now this one as well, where hire date is equal to between this and this, right? So let me say, let's try just an experiment as well. So here I will say, if it is null, no, it will not work, but let us try what it will do. Let's try what it will do. No. Okay, let me remove that. I just want to see if it will work for null or no. Let's say, okay. So even if it is null, right, it is not getting filtered, right, but filter is still there. So now I am going to apply the filter. I will say 01 January 1981. Sorry, here let us try if I am just putting this one, what it will do. Jar, right? Okay. Now let me see if this is 2. This is our experiment now. Now let us change something here. Okay. So it is only showing from 82 onwards. So this is working fine. Now I will do, see, I am not adding the 2 still, right? So here I am putting 2, and now I will change over here, and I will say here up to, let's say, December, right? I had not refreshed over there, but I will put it over here. Okay, I'm just changing something here. Okay, so now this condition is, for example, now I don't need data after February. See, I have the February, right? So I will put February over here, right? And here I will make some change. Okay, fair enough. So even if I will keep option, I mean, see, this is now optional as well, and if value is there, these are applied, right? So here you can even have a button, up to you, refresh. I'm just keeping it like this for quick results. Okay. So if I will refresh, it will take the conditions, right, which I put it under the change of this, so which you can also add, because ideally it should be a refresh or submit button, because if you will change here, it will refresh. If you will change here, it will refresh. So to avoid this one, better to have this refresh button, right? So this is how you can use these functions NVL and decode, right? So this is where you have this search in some sort of in-string search, right? You are adding or concatenating this percentage on both sides of your parameter. So it will check this inside, and on the right or left, whatever is there, it will show. So different representation of your parameters. So this is how you can have the between this and hire date. So if you see here, I'm just sharing it again because few members might ask again. Job is equal to job. This means 1 is equal to 1. Means it is true, right? 1 is equal to 1. Job is equal to job. So it will join job with the join. So it is always will be all. It is just like for example, clerk is equal to clerk, right? So it will show. This is how you can have these functions. If you have still any question about these, please feel free to ask. We have different platforms. We have WhatsApp group, we have this YouTube channel, we have LinkedIn, anywhere you can ask, right? Thank you very much and Allah Hafiz.